It's Farmer Guy here, where I farm away the stress of everyday life on Farm Simulator 22. Thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And let's get to some work. Thank you very much for joining me on Crocken Farm. This is a map to a review because it's 2024 and I'm waiting for FS25 to come out, so I thought I'd just spend some time doing some reviews. So what I'm showing you at the moment is the starting vehicles on a new farmer. You'll get these with the plots that I'll show you in a second. This is GameTimeTone, first map, I believe. I think that's what I read in the descriptions. And it's 318.41 megabyte. So yeah, so on the slot count on new farmer is 925 megabytes. That's going down to 662 megabytes for farm manager and start from scratch. So as you can see, you've got a fair bit of equipment. Now all this equipment is used. It will need some repair, so bear that in mind. And this is a good map. It's a fictional English countryside map. I'll tell you a little bit more about that as we go along and around and do some drone flying, because that's what I like to do in real life, is fly my drone. So slot count, as I said, is a new farmer 925, and in farm manager and start from scratch that goes down to 662. You can see plots 51, 21, and I think it was 22, wasn't it? That's what you'll get. And there are some points around the map that you want to check out. So there's only two production chains, a BGA and a sawmill. There is no other production map on the map. But there are a few sell points that will go around. So there are some required mods. The English barn pack by Lancyboi, the English style of vehicle barn by Lancyboi, the Lizard Stantana 88 pickup by AFModding, and the British Farmhouse by MSModding. And as I said, this is based on a fictional map idea of an iconic, idyllic countryside. So we're going to make our way up to the BGA plant, passing the garage to our left hand side. Now what I have noticed on this map is that it's a very wide open space. It reminds me of England, not so much of Wales. Wales is very hilly. There's a few maps that I like on FS22 that feels like home to me, because I'm Welsh. I live in the valleys in South Wales, and yeah, we'll be visiting a couple of those over the reviews. As I said, this is more of a map review rather than a map tour, because it has been covered by other YouTubers like MrSealyp and FarmSim Guy, just to name a couple. Farmer Cop is another one. But if you notice, there's not many hedges at all, and there's no collisions on any hedges that you do see anyway, so that doesn't really matter. But I find the roads are a little bit wide as well, but that means you can get the big tractors in here, you know, the bigger machinery. You can get around, which is pretty good. There's some extra crop types on the map, and that includes rye and field beans, I believe. So the Crocken biogas plant, as you can see. This is up the top northwest of the map, I believe. Actually, top northeast, I meant to say. So we're coming up to the debris crusher. That's on my right hand side. And there's two sale points in the BGA plant. There's the BGA 1 and 2, which we will be coming to in just a second. There's 20 collectibles on the map. I haven't found any yet, but then I haven't played this map very much. But I'm going to spend some time on it. I'm thinking of a storyline, because it does open up a whole new way to, well, not so much a way, but the land is quite flat, so you're able to actually do a lot of building. So I've just launched the drone. We'll just have a little flyover. I'm using my slightly bigger drone today, so it might be a little bit noisy, so I do apologise. You can see the biogas plant. In the build menu, you'll see the biogas plant there for sale, but it also comes with the land once you purchase the land. Okay, so back from the start point, it's also your reset point as well. We're going to make our way to another area on the map. Because the start point, as I said, which is the shop, also is your reset point for any vehicles that you want to reset, etc. I wish we had the opportunity to, the option to be able to place our own reset point. Like, I'm hoping that's going to happen in FS25. Passing a nice little lake there. We could be fishing there. A little bit of coarse fishing in there. It's a nice pike in there, I believe. Yeah, so it'd be nice if we'd be able to place our sleep trigger and you know, like a restart point, a restore point, I should say. That would be good. Look at these. Look at the sunflowers. Look at the size of that field. It's just immense. We could section these fields off. You know, I can imagine the farms around where I am at the moment. They're taking, or they were taking, hedgerows away and making the fields bigger, obviously for ease of use. But you could put some hedges back in place. You could make these fields a little bit smaller, put some more roadways in. You know, your heart's content. So I like these type of maps that we can play around with. I haven't seen any fences, by the way, so this is the farm shop. This is one of the sell points. Nothing much to say here, really. Pop in and get myself some milk, I think. Make myself a nice cup of tea later on. That's the plan. So just putting the drone up again, just to show you around, because it saves my old legs. At my age, I don't like walking too much, so. It's the only safe way I can fly a drone these days. There's so many rules and regulations now about what you can do and what you can't do with a drone, so at least I can fly the drone to my heart's content. On FS22. But it's not really a drone, it's just the way I'm using the camera, and I put a sound effect in, so. But it sounds good, doesn't it? Brings a little bit of realism back to the map, I think. So back at the shop, and off we go again. I just find this is an easier way to get around, to be honest with you. Nice little row of houses there. You can delete these if you buy the land, by the way. I'm not going to all that, but what you can buy. You can buy every plot of land on this map, by the way, so. I haven't found anything you can't delete yet. Now the hedges to my left-hand side, you can drive through. And I think the lampposts, but be careful of gates, because you will drive straight into them. But look at the size of the fields. Look at them. Look at, you can imagine the machinery now. You can get 2 or 3 harvesters in there for sure. There's a little sell point to my right hand side, which we'll go to in just a second. I'm just making my way up this road. Just turn left. To my right hand side, as we go past, is the entrance to our farm. And as I said, we own 51, 21 and 22 in New Farmer. So you'll see that just to the right hand side as we go around this bend. There you go. We'll have a little look in there later on. I'll do a little bit of a drive through and see how it goes. The way I like to do these reviews is to just try and make it relaxing and engaging, and I absolutely love this simulator. as far as farming is concerned, this is just ticks all the boxes for me, and I'm able to create as well, so that's what I like about FS22, and I am so excited about FS25 coming out this November. Just can't wait, to be quite honest. There are some mods added by the modder, the map maker. But before we talk about that, we'll just pop in here and show you that this is another sale point. This is the livestock sales. This is where you get your animals from if you want to transport them back and forth. Don't forget, they are cheaper if you pick them up yourself. And we'll send a drone up as well. And there is a good point, a good place to, and a good point to bring up as far as animals is concerned. Cows, pigs, sheep, chickens, all the shed and pen enclosures with those animals are increased, and they are in the build menu, by the way. So if you do delete them, you can always replace them. That's the good thing. I don't think that accounts for the horses, though. I'm not too sure. But you'll see those added in the build menu. And we got the grain for Crocken grain. Drop off all your cereals and whatever you decide you're going to grow. Just seen Jimmy Walker, he's just coming out to see me, asking me how I'm doing today. I'm alright, Jimmy. Are you okay? Yes, he said he's fine. So there's a little sell point there for all your grain. And that's all that's going to be said, really. Not much to show in this area. There is also a silo added into the game. It's a multi-fruit. We'll be having a look at that quickly as we go up to the farm. But there's another sale point just to my right, which we passed on the way in. This is the Crocken oil and seed in grey. There we are, just driving over the sale point there. Just coming up to the junction, and we're going to take a left up this road. Yeah, the silo is, I think it was 25 million litres. It's Farmer 500 OBI, listed as a 1,000 litre silo actually. There is also a manure heap extension as well. And I also mentioned the biogas plant, didn't I? That's in the build menu, but if you purchase the biogas land, well, obviously you get that for free. You don't do, unless you want to put another one out, then that's entirely up to you. So we're just coming our way up through this fantastic idyllic village. It is a nice map actually. The roads could be a bit narrower, but you know, it's the first map of the creator, and in my opinion I will give this 3 dragons as my stars basically. So yeah, I'm very impressed actually. It leaves a lot of scope for me to actually create my own little world. So we got another sell point, which is the supermarket just over there. Go in there, pop up. I might pick up some croissants. I need some croissants to go with my tea. I've got my milk. Could have picked up some croissants there, couldn't I? Could have a nice croissant and a cup of tea. So we're making our way up to the forest area. This reminds me of an area where I live called Prisk Forestry. Very, very forestry. There's a lot of trees. And there is a sale point up here, which is the Crocken sawmill. There you go. We'll just have a drive around here. Upset the manager because I know a shortcut around the back. Save me spinning around. Like I said, unlike Wales, this land is very, very flat, but it does give you the option to build and create. And there are a few extra paint textures available in the build menu as well. What I will say is, if you're going to use the landscaping tool, which I will be doing a video on, most probably on this map actually, that's a good idea because this is quite nice and flat. I'll do a video on the landscaping tool. Always make sure you uncheck your autosave. Play around then, you can make as many mistakes as you want. And that won't affect your game, so yeah. Always make sure you do that if you're going to use the landscaping tool. Let's have a little drive, shall we? And here we are, back on the road, making our way into the farm. We'll have a little look at the farm with all the animals that we've got in place there. And it's just up here on the right hand side. There we go. Welcome to Crocken Farm. This is new farm manager. Don't forget with farm manager and start from scratch, all this will be deleted. You'll have nothing here at all. But as new farmer, you're going to have some horses there to my left hand side. There's chickens. Also, behind the bush on my right actually, there's some pigs further down in front of me, along with some sheep. There's some cows. And don't forget, these are all available in the build menu, even though they've been modded with the amount that you can purchase. We've got 560 cows, 650 sheep, 540 pigs, 14 horses, and 720 chickens. If you want some scrambled egg, you're not going to be short of eggs on this map. You can see there's one of the required mods over there is the farmhouse, and also these sheds are required mods. We've had a quick look at the tractors and the equipment that you're going to have. I'm not going to go through them. You can use a lot bigger machinery than this. This is one of the starting bits of equipment that you've got as new farmer. We've got a couple on the go today because we're trying to get the crops in before the rain comes. Nothing worse than soggy straw, let me tell you. Not that there is any straw with this, there isn't, but you know what I mean. Anyway, like I said, there's no shortage of sheep. So if you like a bit of Welsh lamb, then we can put a bit of Welsh lamb in the field. There you go. Well, I'm not too sure we can actually get Welsh lamb in there, but you know what I mean. There's a few sheep in there, a bit of wool, whey. Mint sauce, don't go saying that in front of them because you do scare them. So 650 sheep, and if you like horses, there we are, there's a paddock for you. You can put 14 horses in there, take them on for a ride around. There's 720 chickens. If chickens are your thing and you like a few eggs in the morning, then as I said, you're not going to be shy of eggs, that's for sure. 560 cows. That'll give you some nice milk with the possibility of making some cheese if you want to. And then we got the little pigs. Little porky pig over there. We've got 540 of them. And our farmhouse with our sleep trigger and our wardrobe trigger. There you go. And you can change all this out if you really want to. There's the silo coming up, which I told you is modded. I can't remember how many litres I said now, but it doesn't matter because I've just enjoyed making this video, so you know what I say. Look, I just take life as it comes. I'm chilled, I'm relaxed. So all I got to say is thank you very much for watching this, and if you like it, don't forget to leave a comment. And if you don't leave a comment. But I'll see you next time anyway. Bye-bye. So don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. It's Farmer Guy. Bye-bye.